It's just a phenomenal camp. I went to multiple football camps, but I would honestly say that this is the best camp I've ever been to.
4th and 1 is a free camp that offers any kid who wants to go to college opportunities for success. It offers us an opportunity to reach men through football in order to get to the major areas of life.
We are the only camp that accomplishes what we do. The self-identity workshops, the ACT, dinner etiquette, their resumes. We try to help them identify their passion at this camp, because once football is gone, they're not going to understand what drives them. Why do I do what I do? Why do I get up? Why do I want to be successful? We're here to answer that question.
I thought it was going to be about football, but it teaches us about life. I didn't really think it was going to be like that, but life is most important.
It's a football camp, but not only that, it's lessons that teaches young men how to be men and how to control their life and keep their life on track. I didn't know that it would be this inspirational. I came to it because it was a football camp. I didn't know anything about how to go teach us, and I love that.
This camp is just beneficial to all young athletes that want to become anything, because this camp lets you know that there is life after football.
It's unfortunate that a lot of kids are focusing on football and that's their main driving force in life. Kids have that mentality that I want to get good grades because I want to play football.
We want to show them how slim their chances are of actually becoming an athlete in college or becoming a professional athlete. Now, we're not here to kill those dreams, but show them what reality is so that they can shift their focus on academics and what they need to do to propel themselves into the next stage of their lives. You know, expose them to some of the academic challenges that they're going to face so that they can start preparing themselves for those challenges.
When you look at the college dropout rate, they're sky high in that first year because there's such a steep adjustment curve, and I want to eliminate that.
The goal for this week is to individualize the instruction for the students. We grouped them by grade to hopefully target what classes they may have taken and what areas they may still be lacking skills in. Our main goal was to lower that student-to-teacher ratio. So I have 12 teachers here. There are about 8 to 11 students in each session. And we have 2 teachers teaching each session.
They gave me some things one-on-one in different classes. It's making me better.
You take as much time you spend on the football field into the school books, and you can go anywhere. You can do it all.
You have to make a choice that you're willing and ready to change your life. One of the things that I let kids know is that this is a very difficult camp, and it's designed that way intentionally.
The expectations we are holding these young men to is very high. And I feel like that's good because a lot of people just get the football aspect. Be able to become a good football player, you have to be a great man, a versatile guy, because you need to be able to be smart. You need to be able to speak well and be a leader. This camp is really doing that.
These young kids, some of them are lost, some of them are involved in gangs and hang out with their friends. They think the party life is cool, but I want to lead them in a positive way, make them feel like they can do something with their lives. That's the big problem now. They don't feel like people believe in them.
We depend on each other and to become family. So this year, just to have the same experience, teach these other guys how to have fun in the classroom, also on the field, just teaching them the fundamentals of both.
4th and 1 is a program that allows people that have come from a variety of different backgrounds, and it allows them to make an impact.
When I was in kindergarten, my mom passed away. I have multiple brothers. They all got caught in gang violence and everything like that. And I told my dad I wanted to be a different person. I wanted to step outside that line. I want to set the bar high for my brothers, so I'll be a first-generation college attendee. I want to make my younger siblings think like, hey, I want to be better than my brother. I just recently had my little brother look me in my face and told me he wanted to be better than me. He's only 8 years old, and I just told him, go ahead and go for it, man.
My family inspires me to do my best, to have a good attitude, and to go to college. That's what it's about.
They put so many thoughts in my head about my education, right choices in my life, and it really helped me a lot.
I want them to understand that this game is precious. You have to respect it, but you also have to respect the fact that this game will end. What we're doing here is we're developing and mentoring young student athletes beyond the game of football, because their life is more than that. I grew up in the Lansing community all my life. I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship from Michigan State University. Upon finishing, I decided that I was going to forego the NFL and go to grad school.
I was a student athlete here at Michigan State University. I walked on in the spring of 2004, eventually earned a scholarship, graduated with my degree in packaging, and then got an opportunity to play football professionally. Played for a couple years with a few different teams, so it was a good experience.
4th and 1 came together when I worked as an intern for the Detroit Lions. I met a young man named Darren Roberts, and he told me about a concept that he wanted to give back to his community in East Texas. I basically saw his vision and I helped implement some life skills, programming. And when he was done, he sent me the video of what 4th and 1 East Texas was about. And after that, I was hooked. I was like, I have to bring this to my community. At that point, what I did was I took what he did and created 4th and 1 East Lansing.
I got a call from Caleb. He was trying to figure out a way to give back. And then he reached out to Darren Roberts, who had started 4th and 1 down in East Texas. The more and more we thought about it, what he had started was really what we wanted to do. You know, we decided that it was probably best if we just went on and became a subsidiary of what was already established. The application process, it's pretty in-depth. The kids will go online and answer a few demographic questions, a few questions about their background, a few questions about their academic background. There's 2 essays that we require everyone to fill out. One that talks about what they think a camp like 4th and 1 can do for them in their situation. The second question that we ask is, tell us about a challenge that they faced in their life and how they responded and what was the outcome. As a staff, we get together, read every single essay.
We look at their essays very carefully. We're targeting single-parent households, first-generation college-goer, people that grow up in difficult circumstances, big at-risk situations. We're just here to really get them to open their eyes. Without the Rush, this camp would not be happening right now. This camp would not exist. The Rush has been a phenomenal help. They're taking everything that we do at this camp and really showing how we're developing these young men. By the Rush's sponsorship, we look forward to impacting all of America in a positive way.
That's kind of my vision, to get one of these camps in every state.
That it would be in every major metropolitan environment annually across the country.
The goal is just to get this camp as much exposure as we can, because we truly believe that we have something special going on.
I just know that there's so many other kids and communities that could benefit from this information.
We know that it's not realistic for us to think that we can change every kid's life, but we feel that if we can provide access for kids all across the country, we'll be able to change a lot of those kids' lives.
Hopefully create the change where we change 65 kids, who each change 2 or 3 kids, who each change 2 or 3 kids.
We're exposing them to so much information that they can use so they can make better decisions in the future.
We're just trying to groom young men that can make a difference in our community.
I want to be a mechanical engineer, so still working on what college I want to go to, because I'm trying to use my academics and football or track skills to get me there.
If I get lucky enough and I get blessed enough, I would love to be in the NFL. That's always been one of my dreams, but also I want to become an orthodontist. I just love making people smile and laugh.
If your life is not in the right direction and you want to be, come here, man, because it helps your life so much.
Come to this camp. I mean, it teaches you life lessons, it's inspiring, and I love it. I love this camp.